Now you can work on the posterior chain. What's really awesome about this piece is you can do the squat workout with it without the pressure of the bar resting on your back. It's a great exercise, especially again for inexperienced lifters to build up their legs, glute hamstring, or their posterior chain, even the front of the legs, depending on how deep you go, without putting pressure on the lower back. And again, this will allow, similar to the Zephyrs squat, it'll allow for Tyler to get into a power position, knees out, hips back, arch back, without having the weight of the bar on the shoulders. So go ahead and show you. Put your arms out, and then when you squat down, then you throw the hips into it and arms back, just like that. Very nice. Now notice, you keep going, Tyler. Notice how, just like when Sam was squatting, you see how his knees and shins are staying up, his back is arched, his head is up, and he's throwing the hips forward as he's coming up. And there's not any pressure of the bar resting on his back. He's getting a great workout, depending on how much weight you want to load on here, on his legs, without having all that weight resting on his back. So it's a great way for someone to learn how to do the squat the right way. Using the belt squat to demonstrate the proper technique is one of the best ways to do that. Because it's very difficult, right, Tyler, to not be able to push your hips out. Notice how Tyler squats a lot of weight as well, so he knows the technique of the squat, so he's able to drive his knees out and push his shins up into that perfect power position. And it's easier to do that kind of posture when you don't have a bunch of weight resting on your back. So this will translate into a perfect position on the squat when you move from the belt squat to the regular squat. Now what's really cool about the belt squat is you can do a lot of different exercises on it. What we'll show is we're going to do what's called a dumbbell squat with the belt squat. So Tyler's going to grab some dumbbells and he's going to do a squat with a narrow stance. It's almost like a combination deadlift squat. So Tyler's going to get into a more of a narrow stance because he can keep the dumbbells outside of his legs. Pull it through that. It's a great way to work the posterior chain at the same time as you're using the belt squat. Yeah, it gets, well, we did them this morning and I'm still tired of it. It's a great lift. Tyler's going to do is he's going to face the other direction. You can either use this kind of handle or a different kind of handle. This will work. But it's called a pull through. So Tyler's going to look that other direction. And yeah, it's probably not the best handle for it. So he's going to go ahead and lean forward, come down, and then pull through, just like that. It's an odd looking exercise. I'm going to tell you this. It is a tremendous posterior chain. You see he's getting a stretch in his hamstrings, and then when he pulls the weight through into a locked position, it's the posterior chain the entire time. It's called a pull through. Another great exercise to do on the belt squat.
So you're not bending your knees. I was the only show to go all the way down.
You can do a bend knees if you want. Yeah, you can. Yeah, bend and then squeeze the top. Kind of like when you do a good bend. You can bend and do the same thing. He had his knees fairly straight because he was off the platform. Either way, it's fine. You get a little more of a stretch in the hamstrings with the knees straight, whereas when you bend the knees, you probably get a little more weight. All right, who wants to try the belt squat? It can be developed really quickly with the belt squat. You want to stand up straight? Good. Okay. Good. Right foot, she's got her toes out. Perfect. So, left foot's 11 o'clock, right foot's 1 o'clock. When you squat down easily, you want to push the knees out. Good. And then pull it forward. Good. Just like that. Arms out front, and then drive the hips into it. Good. Okay. Now, try to arch back a little more. Good. And then, as you squat down, spread the floor with your knees. Push your knees out. Good. Knees out. There. Now, okay, go down once. Now, stay right there. Now, does that see that's just how Sam was looking on the squat. You're in a perfect squat position. See how the knees are up, hips are back, back is straight. Now, come up with it. Perfect. Excellent. Good enough. You want to do more? Okay. That was great. Good job. You're going to be, what year?
You're his little crony.
A senior? Orville football player here, who I've seen squat before, so did a nice job. Okay, go ahead and stand up straight. Good. So he's going to have his toes pointed out. Go ahead and squat now. Yeah, nice. Now, okay, yeah. Arms out front of you, and then on the way up, pull the arms back. Good, awesome. Now look, that's a very nice position. Go ahead and arch your back a little more. Chest up. Excellent. Now go ahead and squat down and stay right. A little bit lower, a little lower. Good. Shift your hips back just a little bit. Good. Right here. Again, just like with Adrian, that position is a perfect power position. Go ahead and stand up. Awesome. Good job. Do you feel it in the legs and the hamstrings? Yeah. Excellent job. Oh, here, stand up. Stand up. Very good. Excellent job. So that's